Hey everyone, my name is Vic Masayesva. I go by Vic here at Damage Control Mouthguards. I've been part of the team for 12 years. I am the lead lab tech and graphic designer. I first started back in August of 2012. I had come across Damage Control Mouthguards earlier that year as a sponsored fighter. I met with Delano back in February of 2012. And he had sponsored me for one of my fights in Las Vegas. Being an MMA fighter, that's how I got introduced into custom mouthguards. I used to use $4 or $5 mouthguards I found on Amazon.
Yeah, so Vic started working for the company 12 years ago, and it was just a one-man show before he joined. It was just me, and I was doing everything, trying to figure out this whole business thing. I think I was in the business for 2 years, and so a new entrepreneur, new startup, and so I was doing everything. I was even fabricating all the mouth guards myself, and then we started getting really busy, and so I started considering hiring another person, which is always scary to do, because when you hire somebody, you fear that this incoming work is going to stop, and then you have an employee that you can't afford or you may have to let go. But so hiring your first employee is always a hard decision to make. But I met him because he was a customer. Actually, he was a sponsored fighter that came to us. Him and a group of guys were wanting sponsorships, and he was in this fight team that were going to Vegas to fight. And so he came by, and I made him a custom fit mouth guard. And I don't know, about maybe 6 months thereafter, I put a hiring ad in Facebook back in the day. I don't know if Facebook still does that, and he responded to it. And he applied, but at that time he could only work part-time because he was going to school. He was going to school for, I think, computer networking and electronics. So he was on board part-time, and eventually, after he finished school, joined us full-time.
So July of that same year, 2012, Damage Control was looking to expand their team. I had answered an ad on Facebook. Delano brought me on in August, like early August, and that's when this journey at Damage Control began. So starting at Damage Control Mouthguards, I had no idea exactly what I was getting myself into. I knew they made mouthguards. I just wasn't sure what the process was. I didn't know anything about dental work. I didn't know anything about graphic design. Artwork-wise, all I knew how to do was just draw freehand, did some painting. And then after working with Delano, he showed me how to use Illustrator, and he showed me how to use the machines to make the mouth guards. And since then, even till now, I'm still looking for ways to make my artwork better, make these mouth guards better, not just for myself, but for everyone who uses them.
So I consider Vic a modern day Renaissance man, because he knows artistry, graphic arts, CAD design, 3D printing design, dental technology. And when he first started, he was an artist, which I knew because he used to help his grandmother. I knew this from looking at his Facebook page. He helped his grandmother create pottery. And ever since he was a little kid, he would help her draw the designs on the pottery, and then they would go sell them in the Santa Fe markets. And so he definitely had that artistic background, but he had this company is very design heavy, and he had yet to learn graphic design. So when Vic joined us, I kind of showed him a few things and how to work it, how to operate it, and then Vic is like a sponge when it comes to learning stuff. So now, his graphic design skills are like far above mine.
So over the years, we've worked with many, not just athletes. We worked with some actors. Some of the stuff that we've done, we've worked with Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. We've worked with one of the NFL players from the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl that year. We worked with John Jones, Holly Holm, a lot of our local celebrity MMA fighters, like Tim Means, Michelle Watterson. There's many more that I can name, and it's been an awesome experience working with all these athletes. Not just making mouthguards for them, but helping us make mouthguards better for everyone else. So some of my favorite damage control mouthguards that I've made personally. So this first one is this Pokemon one. It has a Pokemon cards from Charizard and Pikachu. Another one that I've made probably thousands of these ones. The 3D Symbite that we have here. They're usually red, black, and white. I came up with these colors, this combination, and it just came out a lot better than some of the ones I've made before. And then the last one I made probably in like 2013, 14. This is a Breaking Bad one. I don't know if you guys ever watched the show, but there's it's broken into and cut up into the mouth guard. So it looks like it's on the show. So these are pretty much some of my favorite ones because I saw them in my head and decided to put them on a mouth guard, and they came out awesome.
So Vic's artwork is on the majority of our boil and bite designs that we have out there, and they're some of the best selling designs. And he's also created products that the mouthguard market has never seen before. And he's just constantly innovating, thinking of new ideas and how to push the company forward. I don't know if you know much about the Apple story, the business Apple. Steve Jobs is my idol, so I always consume all his interviews and everything that was written about him. But one of the things about Steve Jobs is he was like a visionary and he was a salesperson, but he couldn't do everything that he did without Wozniak. Wozniak was like the brain, the technician that can bring his ideas to life. And I kind of view Vic as the company's Wozniak, because he can figure out anything, just because he like I said, he knows far more things than the average person knows. He knows like electronics, he knows computers, he knows coding, he knows graphic design, he knows CAD, and if he doesn't know it and it's his passion, he'll figure it out. Vic is like the go-to man here at the office when something needs to be fixed or something needs to be figured out to push the company forward.
Well, this past 12 years have been amazing here at Damage Control. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's helped us out along the way, all the athletes, everyone who's been a customer, who's supported us in any way. Thank you for listening to my story, and there'll be a lot more to come. See you guys. No, I'm not sure how to close this out. Don't go to Mouthpiece Guy.